very quietly. We can't pick Michael Trinkley, arms around. Most important group for him, the highest number of points. The afternoon first event of the color war. Boys swim meet at Camp Equinunk Lake. You see beautiful lake over there is the girls' camp. And this is the backstroke upper senior event. And if you have zoom in and see, you have Seth Davis. I can't recognize who else, but you'll see on the far left is gray, that's Seth, then red, then gray, then red. Seth actually may have the lead here. Not his strongest suit is swimming, but it actually could be that he's going to win this race. Here comes Seth. Oh, he took a long time on the turn. Let's see what's happening here. Seth is in the lead. Seth is going to win this race. Sorry for the biased color commentary, but fathers must be biased once in a while. Seth is not strong as a swimmer, but he has won the race for the gray team. Seth Davis, unaccustomed to winning in anything in swimming. May say something about the opposition, however. Getting a hug from his chief. You can see the way their great team is all sitting together on the dock. And the red team is right over here. It's a very hot, muggy day. Swim meet was slightly postponed because life jacket race. These are people who can't swim. There's Jeremy Galena on the right. Look at that gorgeous dive. Well, he looks pretty good. What he lacks for in skill, he makes up in determination. Satellite from Color War, evening flagpole. You can see the hatchets in the pole, which will be traditionally placed in depending upon who's winning and who's losing. The results of the track meet are about to be announced.
This afternoon there were 374 points to be divided. Ray, 175.
This is day 2 of the 1985 Color War. I'm standing at the top of the hotel, looking down the hill. You can see the softball diamond. And the outdoor basketball court is coming up. In the background, of course, is the boys' camp. And I think you'll get a good view of the social hall from here. Here it is. We'll be going over to the baseball field right now to see the senior baseball game. And as you could, ceremony of the upper senior baseball game, I'm now spanning the gray team, Gray Empire. As you can see, Good Brotherhood lined up on the first base foul line. That's Bernie Strauss, athletic director of Camp Equinunk, really legend at the camp for over 20 years. Gary Tucker, former counselor chief, is almost facing the camera. It's Danny Kocher, another counselor chief, who will be acting as umpires of this game. We're waiting for Marty Galopter, Steve's father, who will be throwing out the first ball. Here he comes, so you can see him walking in the background. Marty. Joining his son Steve.
Welcome to the 1985 Upper Senior Hardball game. First pitch will be thrown out by Marty Galopter. Umping the game today behind the plate will be Bernie Strauss. On first base, Dan Kocher. Third base, Gary Tucker. First pitch and a few words by Marty.
Fellows, this is going to be your last big baseball game for some of you, for many of you perhaps. It's an event that has come down through the years at our camp as one of the big games of the color competition. It has always been a clean, hard-fought game, and I know you will continue that tradition. I wish both teams good luck. Hit well, pitch well.
Michael Vincent.
Oh, it's a one bounce throw. First for the great team is none other than Seth Davis.
Go, fellas, look alive!
These kids don't play any baseball really during the summer. It's an unusual thing to do is to start off with a sport. They play softball, so there's very little baseball, and they really have some of them learning how to hit a baseball, much less how to throw and catch one. Pitcher for the red team is Steve Clark. There's the ball. So Seth has a strike. Low, looked like a little bit low below the knees. Okay. Good hit. Hit it to the first baseman. Great team captain, Jeremy. Takes a bunt. Strike. Left-hander. Fine basketball player, fine athlete. Swings and just where the break occurred, right about there. And the ball. Important part of this game is going to be whether the pitcher has control. Walks could determine this game. Swing, wind up, pitch, swing again. Foul. Puts a lot of stuff on the ball. Doesn't seem to have a strong fastball. Here's the pitch. Over the center fielder's head. Jeremy for a stand-up double.
Come on, Norman!
Co-camper chief on the Gray Empire team.
Get off the mound. Get off the mound.
He's the pitcher. Supposedly the best pitcher in the senior group.
Go, Steven. Go, Steven.
Galena stole third. The rules of this game are strike across the chest. As you can see, Galena stole third. You're only allowed to steal second to third in this game.
Come on, Steven.
To hit. Left field. Good hit. Good hit. Gray goes ahead 1-0. Sharp ground ball to the left side into left field. Base hit by Matlin. Out to left field. Stand-up double. Great hit by Matlin. 1-0 lead and is now threatening man on second. Matlin on second. That's Pisnoy on third. 1 out. Strong left-handed hitter. Very fine basketball player. He should really be a dominant player in the senior game. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Here's a hit. Second base. He's out and the run scores. RBI for Clark. 2 outs.
Go! Let's go!
Looks like a very good stance.
Get ready, get in. Get in here.
Good weight on the back foot, which is very important. Low bowling is, there's been so much clean base hitting. Usually in these games, because of a lack of practice, there's a lot of errors and a lot of walks. Clark steps off the rubber here. Lots of these kinds of discussions in color war. Some of these counselors imagining themselves to be coaches of the NBA someday, or maybe even the major leagues. Have to wonder what they're talking about here. Waiting for the pitch. Oh, very wide. Oh, that's a foul. Swing and hit. Foul ball. Mark Lusthouse up for the Gray team. Gray's up now 2-0. Pitch. High. Co-chief for the Red team. We have Richard Pisnoy as the pitcher, said to be the strongest pitcher in the group.
Face it, it's
He
going.
just walked the first batter.
Way to go, buddy. Yeah.
The clean base hit.
Yes. Beautiful, that's the one.
Man on first and second, no outs. This could be a good offensive game. Usually these senior games, because again of lack of practice, there aren't many hits. These boys are doing very well so far. Ash looks like he's waiting for the first. Gutterman on first. Keith Wachtel on ball. There is a question about Pisnoy's control so far. Is the windup? Is the pitch? Strike, good pitch. Just missed that strikeout. I'm sure that Johnny Ash is probably grateful that we missed it, but he took a very good cut at the ball. Strike 3. Man on first and second, 1 out. Good pitch by Pisnoy under a lot of pressure. Stolen base by Wachtel. The very fine athlete, the other chief of the Red Brotherhood team, is up. Man on first and third now, 1 out. Notice that planted back foot, very important baseball. Inside ball. Key to baseball swinging is watching the ball and planting that back foot. Throw to third base. Strike, good pitch. Strike. Great pitch. Low and away. Professional pitch. Pisnoy is really coming through under pressure. Keeps pitching like this, he's going to be hard to beat. Let's look at this form. Wind up, no wind. That's a ball. Both Pisnoy and Clark really don't have a wind-up. Sort of like Don Larson used to pitch that way. He's the man who pitched the perfect game, New York Yankees, 1956. Pitch, swinging and missed, strike 3. Another pitch, low and away. It's David Mester swinging. Counts 1-1. Scores till 2-0 Gray. Strike 3. Catcher missed the ball, but he's thrown out at first.
Go, Jeffrey.
What's this guy's name? Jeffrey what? What? Nee, K-N-E? Counts 1-1. Wish we could see him from the front. He looks gorgeous with an athletic supporter on the outside. Swing and miss, foul ball. Swing, hits it down the right, second base. And throws him out. Good play. This is Beckman up. Swing and miss. Pisnoy's fastball is very alive. I'd venture to say that he's probably, in my experience, one of the best pitchers in color war that I certainly have ever seen. He keeps pitching like this, he's going to be very hard to beat. 2-0. I believe it's top of the third. Seth Davis is up, leadoff batter for the Gray team. As I said, if Pisnoy continues to pitch this way, no one's going to touch him.
Go, Seth, kid.
Here we are, leadoff batter, the Gray Empire.
Go, Seth, you're the man, baby.
That's Seth Davis. High stand. Strike 1. Looks like it was a little below the knee. Bernie Strauss has been calling a lot of strikes for low knee, good far away pitches. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Good eye. Wind up. Pitch. Inside. Ball 2.
Get on, Seth. Get on, baby.
There's the pitch. Wind up. Swing. Come in, ladies and gentlemen. That would have been the end of the whole videotape show.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, kid.
Swung a little bit late on that ball. Protected the plate, really. There's the wind up. 2 strikes. Outside and low. 3-2. Full count. Full count. High and over the head. And he walked. Going on here. Jeremy Glean is the next batter. He's telling you to take a big lead. Great team captain. Very strong left-handed stance. Swing. Big swing. A lot of power in that swing.
Hands, baby. Jeremy, keep your head in, baby. Keep your head in. Hustle, Jeremy. Hustle. Hustle. Hustle.
It was a good play. Ball one, Richard Tisno play. Second baseman tag Seth Davis as Seth ran by him. I don't know whether we got that. Threw out Selena at first.
Yeah,
Terrific play.
man, baby.
Mark Beckman who made that play.
Go, kid.
Great double play by him.
Yeah.
Okay, we missed a little bit. We got man on first and third with 2 outs. That play by Becker, I believe, saved a run to the red team. Kwok, left-handed batter. As I recall, he grounded out weakly first time up. Here's the pitch. Ball, looked like a pitch out. Kwok up. Second and third, steps out of the box. No, man on second, rather.
Yeah, good on. Good hit, baby. Good hit.
Swing. Short to shortstop, and that's the third out. This is that after each age group finishes its event, they usually come up and gather around to cheer for the seniors. So here you have most of the camp coming up after finishing their events to cheer at the senior game. You see Gray sitting here, Red sitting here. This is what makes Color War so exciting. Strike, great pitch. Ball strikeout, John Ash. Pisnoy's pitching great. What we just missed was one of the great catches in Color War history. Matlin, unfortunately we missed it. Over his shoulder at the left field fence, caught the ball for a great heroic Willie Mays catch. Let's get a shot of him. Sorry we missed it, Matlin, but at least we've got you standing there. Bottom of the third, but remember there are only 4 innings, which is why the tension's building here. Pisnoy pitching to Clark. Swing and a miss. Good swing, though. Good cut at the ball. Some of the girls come over from the girls' camp, plus all the visitors' parents, former council chiefs. It's quite a spectacle. Pisnoy's a pretty cool customer out there. Doesn't seem to have felt the pressure yet, but of course, we're getting down to the last couple innings. Takes a wind-up. Nice style wind-up. Swing and a miss. 2-2 is the count. Pitch, strike 3. Strike 3. Clark's very upset with himself. But he took a good cut. Very upset. But he took a good cut. I go very up. This is a big game. Worth 25 points. We don't know the results of this morning, but senior games are always important. Not only because they're worth most points, but again, because most of the camp gathers to watch them, they're important for morale, which is why the Friday night basketball game is so important. See a great team huddling over there. Have to wonder what they're talking about. Probably just a pep talk. You're looking at Michael Trinkler, who's the great team chief. All the chiefs and the counselors also come up to root their team on.
Go left out. Left out.
You'll see Corey Bell of the red team very shortly. He's the assistant chief, and then we got the 2 boosters, so you can see everybody rallies in a senior event. That's what makes Color War such an unusual competition. These kids are not accustomed to this kind of pressure, except during Color War, and it teaches them an awful lot.
Get ready, Beck. Get ready.
That's why they love it. All their years at camp. When the first freshman bunk. Let me see if I can tell you quickly what just happened. There's a man on first and second, ground ball to second. Tagged the man going to second, but then threw it on the ground to first. Man from second rounded third and came home. Scores 3-0. We'll have to make that an error by the second baseman on a throw to first. Scores 3-0. Counts 0-1. He just made a good cut. Low 1-1. It's hit to center field. Beautiful hit. Line drive.
Good hit. Good hit. Yes.
Strong base hit.
Yes.
That's Seth Davis up.
Go, Seth. Hang out, baby. Hang out.
You can hear them yelling Seth Davis's name. Clock on the windup. Low, ball 1. 1-0 is the count. There's the windup. Swing and miss. Got caught, just nipped part of it. Foul ball. 1-1.
Right there, baby, right there. Good, good.
A little upright. Another foul ball. Swinging a little late, getting under the ball. Good cut. Here's the pitch. 1 and 2 is the count. Man on first and second, 1 out. A lot of pressure on these young men. Here's the pitch. Low. Third. That's Sneed. Steals third base. Now there's a man on first and third. Good slide, but a good throw to third, but he slid under the tag. Okay. 2 and 2 is the count. Over his head, ball 3 and 2. Actually, it was a little bit closer than I indicated. 3 and 2, full count. From third, full count. Here comes the pitch. High. I'm sorry, that's 3 and 2 now. It was 2 and 2, now it's 3 and 2. Spin around, feeling a little bit of tension here. Counts 3 and 2, man on first and third. Sets Davis up. It's low. Ball 4, good eye. Just makes bases loaded.
Jeremy, hang out.
Here, bases loaded, 1 out. Jeremy Galena, great team chief up. Outside, ball 1. Clock's pitching pretty well. Been a little bit wild, but pretty well. There's the windup and the pitch. Galena takes a strike ball, looked like the outside corner. Jeremy has a good, strong power stance, batting lefty. Hands high in the air. Swings! Foul ball into the catcher. 2. Good, strong power stance. Inside and low. 2, that's Davis. Man on second. And man on third. Bases loaded. Galena up. Swing! To the shortstop. It's an error. Safe all around. Safe all around. And it's 4-0 Gray. Coming through with a sharp ground ball to shortstop. Protect the ball and slapped it, he says. Michael Greenfield on third. That's Seth Davis on second. And Jeremy Galena on first. Pisnoy is bases loaded. Ball. Strike. Outside corner. Ball. Signal left field. Seth coming in. Slides. He's safe. Beautiful slide. Good base. Great hit by Richard Pisnoy. Line drive to left field. Scoring 2 runs. I believe Pisnoy took second on the throw home. Scores 6-0. To Matlin. Okay. And again. Hero of that great catch in left field. Too bad we don't have it on tape. Good hit. Long, over. Home run! Over the left field fence. Oh! What a hit!
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Home run!
Almost missed that third base. He's so excited.
Is that a Granny?
No. There's a man on first and second. Look at how excited they are. Well, I was just saying, I'm sorry I missed his catch in left field. And what does he do? He hits a home run over the left field fence. I'm going to have to ask some of the Color War historians whether there's ever been a home run in Color War. One of the possible historians will ask him, Mr. Kotcher, has there ever been a home run in your recollection in a Color War game?
Scotty Mouth in 1967, I believe.
This is one of the great Equinunk historians.
When there was no fence, he cleared it, but this one was a farther shot, no question
Further
about
shot you've ever seen.
Yes, it is.
See, that's what we thought. Thank you, Mr. Kotcher. here's another color war historian, probably the best in Equinunk 709. Is that the only home run ever hit in the color war game?
Second. 1966.
That's just what Kocher said.
Scott Malkin,
See,
who happened to be in my bunk.
But Mr. Kocher, who remembered Malkin, said that this was the longest shot he'd ever seen.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, did you happen to see Matlin's catch in left field? I called that the greatest catch I've ever seen in a color war game.
One of them, right up there. There have been some others. I can't give you exactly who, but I've seen others. But
this is Artie Freifelder, head counselor, in case you forget, because we interviewed him before the war broke. We'll be talking to him throughout the war. Thank you, Artie.
Thank you.
Assistant head counselor just told me another historical fact, which is that Scott Malkin, is it, Howard?
Yes, sir.
1967, the last home run hitter.
First and only one before Steve Matlin this afternoon.
Has the same initials, SM, as Steve Matlin, who just hit the other home run. Thanks, Howard Chaffron, for
Pleasure,
that
Manny.
very
Always a
important
pleasure
information.
talking
Thank you. Okay, this is the last inning, which I believe is the bottom of the fourth, last inning. The score must be 9 or 10 to nothing, Gray. I'll find out. I flicked it up. Score is 9-0. Strike. Third base. 1 out.
Hey, Michael, nice play.
Very good play. That's Michael Greenfield, I believe. That was a great base hit who's hit in the last inning. Richard Pisnoy pitching one of the best baseball games in many, many years in color war. Counts 1-1. See if we can see if we can analyze his style. Easy windup, good turn. Strike. Strike 3. Makes a good turn, good leg kick. Very nice pitching style. He's going to be mobbed by his teammates. 2 outs. Last batter for the Reds. You can see the entire camp is assembled for this game.
Pitching a good game, huh? Shutout?
Up for Red, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, good pitch. Strike 1. Pisnoy, cool. Consistently pitching balls over the plate. Good fastball. Good windup. Pitch. Ball. 1-1 to count. Pitch. Ball 2. Strike on the inside corner. Count 3-2, I believe. 3-2. Pisnoy would love to get this last out. You're going to probably see the whole great team go crazy here. Again, it's only one game, but it's great for the morale of the team when the seniors win any game. Strike! There it is! As I predicted. Empire, you hear them shouting? This is great for the morale. Great for the morale. Question is, where's Pisnoy? He's somewhere in the middle there. We're going to try to get Steve Matlin for an interview after this game. Probably he'd be awarded the game ball if it were my pick. Unquestionably. Although Pisnoy would be very close. I guess it would be Pisnoy and Matlin. He'd have to give it to both of them. Terrific game by Pisnoy. And Matlin's home run and great catch together. Be a hard pick. Looking at Steve Matlin. Steve, are you aware of the fact that there's only been one other home run hit in the history of Camp Equinunk, which is 66 years, and it was hit by somebody by the name of Scott Malkin with the same initials as yours. How'd you feel when you hit the home run?
Great.
What was the pitch that you hit?
That's it, baby.
It was a slow pitch right over the middle.
And when you hit it, did you think it was out when you hit it?
Definitely.
Did you see exactly how far over it went?
No, I wasn't.
Very.
Very.
Two historians, Danny Kocher and Artie Freifelder, said it's not only the second home run ever hit, but the longest ball they've ever seen hit in the history of Equinunk. What do you think about that?
He loves it.
One other question. What about that catch you made in left field?
It was the longest fly ball.
Where's my head then?
It's been compared to the Willie Mays catch in the '54 World Series.
It was better. It was better.
The color commentator for this game has awarded you and Richard Pisnoy the game ball. We have to split it up in two.
I just want to say I saw both home runs in this upper senior game, the one in 1967 and the one today, and this one was longer.
Yeah.
And also, I'm very proud to see somebody that I've seen grow through camp And growing, 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 growing.
Art Feifelder, who has grown from himself. Talked to Richard Pisnoy, who pitched a 9-0 shutout. Richard, in all the years I've been in Equinunk, this is probably the finest pitched baseball game that I've ever seen in color work.
9 strikeouts.
9 strikeouts. How many walks? Does anybody know how many walks?
3.
So only 3 walks. What do you think of the game you pitched, Richard?
I think maybe okay, but I could have done better.
Could have done better,
I could've.
bro. I don't know how much better.
Because I had 0-2 counts. On
Look at the
people I
camera,
walked.
Richard.
I had 0-2 counts on the people I walked.
But only 3 walks is pretty good. You also got a pretty good base hit.